Recently, I reached the 50th episode of Flashpoint Friday, and I thought I'd take a moment and look back at the games I've enjoyed the most thus far. Here are the top 5 games I've played for the series over the past year or so that were indeed actually good. Number 5. Halloween Jack Candy Thief. A short yet charming little spot-the-difference game intended for children, with endearing artwork, a cute story, appropriately pleasant yet haunting music, and decent replay value on account of the differences being randomized for each playthrough. I could tell almost right away that Halloween Jack was a cut above your typical children's web game affair, despite being horribly sick while playing it at the time. A title that will appeal to all ages, not just kids. Number 4. Drag Racer. At request by viewer Agent 851, Drag Racer easily hooked me despite having no interest in actual drag racing, with the game's flashy presentation, highly customizable vehicles, and a compelling gameplay loop. Trick out your drag racer and compete against opponents for money, then use your winnings to upgrade your ride even more. The races themselves boast a wide range of options that influence the difficulty, including the distance to travel and the quality of your opponents. Careful timing and management of your gears and RPM are necessary, along with the quality of your vehicle. The races themselves are very short, prompting a just one more mentality, as you'll want to jump right back in whether you've won or lost your last run. The presence of a save feature allows the player to come back later and pick up right where they left off as well. Recommended for racing fans and car enthusiasts of all stripes. Number 3. QWOP. Another request by Agent 851, QWOP is an intentionally frustrating game with obtuse controls where the player is tasked with guiding an Olympic runner through a 100-meter dash. The game enjoyed viral success online when it came out during the initial boom of reaction and Let's Play videos on YouTube, being covered by such e-celebs as PewDiePie and Markiplier. Yet how does QWOP hold up on its own? Pretty darn well, it turns out. Make no mistake, the game is absolutely frustrating. You will fail over and over, even after you learn the baffling controls. Your knee-jerk reaction might be to abandon it almost instantly, but for those of us who stick with it, there's a surprisingly compelling game in spite of, or perhaps because of, the intentional jank. It taps into a part of our psyche that takes a strange, perverse glee in taking on seemingly insurmountable challenges. It's probably no surprise, then, that the creator Bennett Foddy has made a name for himself with not only QWOP, but similar games like Clop and Getting Over It. He's still at it too, with the upcoming game Baby Steps looking like a promising continuation of this infuriatingly engrossing legacy. Number 2. Kingdom of Zombies. A real-time strategy title in the vein of the early Warcraft and Command & Conquer games, Kingdom of Zombies tasks the player with ridding a fantasy realm of the foul forces of the undead by building structures, raising troops, and researching upgrades, all while managing one's workers and resources. It's not up to the lofty standards of such titles, but what do you expect from a format that literally won't let you right-click with the mouse? Despite its limitations, it's quite engrossing once you've gotten a firm grasp on things, and its multiple linear scenarios to play through offers the potential for multiple hours of play. Number 1. Arcane online mystery serial The Miller Estate. An episodic series that boasts cutscenes, well-written dialogue, full voice acting, moody music, and an intriguing Lovecraftian horror narrative from 1999. Suffice to say that Arcane Online was well and truly ahead of its time, and the game itself still holds up very well to this day. And I just barely scratched the surface with my initial play session, covering the prologue and part of Episode 1, with more episodes and an entire second season that I didn't even get to. Anyone who loves adventure games, H.P. Lovecraft, Flash games, or simply good games in general owe it to themselves to give the series a try. Shout out to viewer Moa Video Gamer for requesting this title for the 50th episode, ending this first year on a high note indeed. So there you have it, my top 5 choices for the first 50 episodes of Flashpoint Friday. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think about my choices, and I hope to see all of you heading into year 2.